Alright, so we are back for another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about what the up-and-coming Worldwide Download Celebration 2023 banners are going to look like. Because we do have Worldwide coming very soon. Actually, the banners should be dropping, I think, a little less than a week from now. So, it's right around the corner. And in this video, we are going to be basing the up-and-coming banners off the previous year's banners. So obviously right here, I've got the LR Cooler banner pulled up. He was one of the headlining LRs for Worldwide Download Celebration 2022. So I did build the banners that I'll show you in a second off of this banner. And one thing I do want to specify before we get into it, I'm not mentioning the Carnival LR banners, because the Carnival LR banners, I mean, there's kind of a formula. It's just a bunch of LRs on here. It's not like the Dokkan Fest banners where there's a strict pattern they follow every year. But I do want to mention there is a couple LRs that I'm almost positive we will see return that a lot of people are probably going to be excited about. So first off, the Tech Carnival Goku and then the Physical Metal Cooler. They'll definitely be returning for the Carnival banners, so that's definitely good. Both of them are pretty crazy in their own right. And then there is also the LR Super Boo. This guy will definitely be returning. He's been out for a minute on JP, and he's been out for a little on Global, so makes sense he'll come back for these banners. And then next we've got LR Bulma. Now, a lot of people are probably looking forward to her coming back. I mean, she's just crazy. She's pretty much the best unit in the game as it stands, but I'm sure that's going to change soon with Worldwide. But if you've got your Carnival coins, maybe buying her with that would be pretty smart. I mean, she's insane, like I mentioned, a great support. She does great damage, and her defense is insane. So, really good unit with her. Definitely good she's coming back. And then next, we've got the 8th year anniversary Part 2 LRs. So, I'm not sure if they'll return on Global, because, of course, we just had the 8th year anniversary, so it wouldn't make much sense for them to immediately come back. But at least on JP, I'm pretty confident we'll see them return for the Carnival banners. So, the Carnival LR banners on JP could look really insane with these two guys returning on them. But even for Global, with LR Bulma, with LR Super Boo, with Tech Carnival LR Goku, and then Physical Metal Cooler, these banners are still going to be very stacked. So the Carnival banners definitely going to be very good. But once again, I can't really predict the full lineup because it's just kind of random. It's whoever they choose, right? However, with the Dokkan Festival banners, we can kind of predict almost exactly what the banner is going to look like, minus a few units at the end. Because, of course, like I mentioned, they do kind of follow a strict pattern every year for these big-time celebrations, like with Anniversary, Worldwide, Golden Week, Sand Day. The banners tend to be very similar every year because, again, they do follow a very strict pattern. So, alright, I guess we could just go ahead and get into the first Dokkan Festival banner. So, first off, I do have a Dokkan Festival LR Vegito. Now, I know a lot of people want this guy to be a Carnival LR. I just have him as the Dokkan Festival LR because I feel like that makes a little bit more sense, at least in terms of, like, a financial point of view, because Dokkan Festival banners are better. Vegito obviously will make more money, so just putting him as the Dokkan Fest LR does make a little bit more sense to me, but there is a good chance we'll see him be a Carnival LR, but for the sake of this video, let's just say he's the Dokkan Fest LR. And then for the banner unit, I did choose this Vegeta right here. I thought it'd be pretty cool if we get some Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta representation in the celebration. Stuff like Vegeta family could use some help, and maybe this guy could be a really good support, and he could be ran alongside an LR Sword of Hope Trunks for Part 2, or something like that, but I think this guy's a banner unit would be pretty nice, and we don't actually have that much representation from this moment of Vegeta in the anime, so I think this as a banner unit would definitely be good. And then the first featured unit, we've got the LR 5th Form Cooler. So again, I built these banners with the previous Worldwide Celebration banners in mind, so like as you'll see, the previous Worldwide Download Celebration LR returned for this banner, so then I did the same thing for this banner. And then same thing for the next unit, we've got the LR Gods here. We did have the previous Anniversary unit on the previous Worldwide Download Celebration banner, so I decided to bring back the LR Gods on this banner. And then same thing, we got a Worldwide Download Celebration LR from 2 years ago, so then that's what I did on this banner. And then this is where it got a little tricky. So the Worldwide banners typically do have the New Year's Dual Dokkan Fest, but for this year, obviously the New Year's Dual Dokkan Fest was the LR Beast Gohan and LR Orange Piccolo, and typically they're not LRs, so there is a chance they don't want to put the New Year's Dual Dokkan Fest on, these banners, because of course they are LRs instead of just TURs, but I'm pretty sure they'll want to put them on these banners because it'll just push the agenda of these banners being like the best banners of the year, because if we get Beast Gohan and Cooler and the Gods, and as you can see, we got like World Tournament Goku, we'll have some pretty good options down here. Vegito, you could assume, would be one of the best units in the game. I'd hope Vegito would be very good. This banner could just be insanely stacked, so I think they're going to want to, put the LR Beast Gohan and LR Orange Piccolo on these banners, but keep in mind, there is a possibility they won't. And then, of course, we've got the World Tournament Goku. We know for a fact he's coming back. I mean, of course, they always have the Golden Week units return for the Worldwide banners. This is actually the first time they do return, so definitely we're going to be getting World Tournament Goku on these banners. Again, having World Tournament Goku Beast Gohan, LR Gods, 5th form Cooler, and a new Vegito, who you could assume would be very good. Dude, this banner is just going to be so stacked. I don't want to say this is a must summon, but this is looking like a must summon, right? And then for the 3 units at the bottom, I don't know if these guys are exactly going to be the 3 units at the bottom. I mean, usually with like the last couple units on banners, I don't want to say it's random because they usually kind of fit the theme, but it's more or less like less of a pattern than the first couple units. So with these guys, you know, obviously there's the previous Worldwide Download Celebration LR, there's the anniversary from 2 years ago, the Worldwide Download Celebration LR from 2 years ago, the most recent Golden Week unit, the New Year's Dual Dokkan Fest, and then the last 3 units just kind of fit the theme, and that's that. So these could easily be any other unit. This is just my opinion on what they'll be. But I do think the Tech Trunks makes sense because he'll probably EZA during the celebration. So then getting him featured on the banner will give a lot of people the opportunity to pull him if they don't have him. So I think him being featured definitely will be good. And then I got the Tech Vegito. I mean, if we're getting a new Vegito, it makes sense we'd have a Vegito featured. So that's why I got that guy on there. And then we've got the AGL Trunks. So he's not from this saga. I guess he's not like the Future Saga. He's from the Android/Cell Saga. But he's still buffing stuff like Future Saga, Time Travelers, Hybrid Sands, which all are teams that are going to get buffed during the celebration. So it still makes sense for him to be featured on this banner. And I guess that's pretty much it with the first Dokkan Fest banner. Let me know in the comments how you feel about this lineup. This isn't going to be exactly what we're going to get, probably. Like I mentioned, the 3 units at the bottom probably will be a little bit different. But these units right here, I think, are exactly what we're going to get. They might want to switch out Beast Gohan for someone else, but I mean, even if they put him on the banner, I still think it's, like, good and makes sense. I don't think this banner is, like, overly OP if they put him on here. So, I think this makes sense, and I think this is what we're most likely going to see. And then for part 2, I'm assuming we'll get another Dokkan Fest instead of just getting 2 Carnival LRs. And then for that, I'm thinking we're going to get an LR half-corrupted Zamasu, and then a banner unit Blue Goku. So, LR half-corrupted Zamasu obviously makes sense, because we still don't have an LR half-corrupted Zamasu. So, it would be, you know, new, it would be kind of fresh, and would definitely be very hype. And then for the banner unit Blue Goku, I think it would be nice to have like a banner unit Blue Vegeta and then banner unit Blue Goku. Maybe they both work very well together. Maybe this guy could be a really good Vegeta family support, this guy could be a Goku family support, or something like that. But we don't have much representation of this Rage Blue Goku, so again, I think getting representation for this very similar to the Vegeta would be very good. And then in terms of the banner units, it's pretty much the same as the previous banner, just the opposite units. So instead of the Cooler, we've got the Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta. Instead of the Gods, we've got the Monkeys. Instead of the Namek Goku, we've got the Namek Full Power Frieza. Instead of Beast Gohan, we've got Orange Piccolo. Instead of World Tournament Goku, we got World Tournament Piccolo. And then the last 3 units are kind of random still. I mean, they kind of fit the first banner, I guess. So we got AGL Zamasu, obviously in correlation with the Tech Trunks. Again, he's probably going to EZA during the celebration, so I think him being on the banner does make a lot of sense. We got the STR Goku Black. So he's not great. He needs a finishing blow for him to be like very useful in terms of his own, you know, offensive and defensive stat. But he is a support for a lot of these Goku Black and Zamasu units, and considering how good their teams are about to get, if you don't have this guy, pulling him will probably be pretty useful because he's a very good support. I think he supports for 3 key and 50% attack and defense. So if you don't have this guy, he's definitely going to be very useful because, you know, with this guy getting an EZA, with us getting a new LR half-corrupted Zamasu, you could assume we would get a new LR Goku Black. We'll get an EZA for the LR Goku Black, the one that already exists, an EZA for the Int Transforming Goku Black. So these Goku Black and Zamasu units are about to get very, very good, and you'll probably be running them all on one team. So then having this guy that's a very good support for pretty much everybody on that team would definitely be very useful. And then here we have the Tech Androids. It's the exact same case with the AGL Trunks. He technically doesn't fit the theme of, I guess, Future Saga during Dragon Ball Super, but they're still on a lot of these teams, you know, Worldwide Chaos, Future Saga, which are all still helping a lot of these other units. So it still kind of makes sense they'd be featured on the banner. But I guess that's pretty much it. Both of these banners, I think, are going to be very similar to what we're going to be getting, if not exactly what we're going to be getting. But once again, these last 3 units down here, you know, it's kind of up in the air. They might be a little different. 1 or 2 of these units might be on here. Like the Tech Trunks and the AGL Zamasu, I'm very confident we'll see return on this banner. But the Tech Androids, the AGL Trunks, you know, I guess the Tech Vegito and the STR Goku Black, it's kind of up in the air, right? We don't know for sure. But I guess that has been the video. Let me know what you guys are thinking of these banners down in the comments and if you would summon for them. And let me know how many stones you got saved up for worldwide. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.